Hi guys, what's up? ArakkAttack here with episode 3 of the Twitter feed. Now, the first thing I'm going to talk about is the Zeta playlist because there's been some changes. I made a video about it the other day, and if you didn't see it, I'd go and check it out. But I'd actually suggest going to play the playlist itself because it's better to experience the changes yourself rather than hear me talk about them. But yeah, if you didn't catch it, the Sword Off's got a brand new active reload, a much faster active reload, and it's kind of difficult to get used to. But also, the retro, I noticed there was something a little different about it when I was using it. I was trying it out, and I couldn't quite tell what it was, but I tweeted it to Quinn, and he said that the melee and short range damage bonus is gone, stopping power is gone, and the AR damage is down to 1.1, so that sounds like a nerf overall, so a lot of people will be happy with that. There's been a lot of complaints that the retro is too powerful. But something that they've done, which is a bit strange, is that the Lancer rate of fire has been increased, and Quinn said that this will make you burn through the clip quicker, which will reward accuracy, because if you miss, you'll burn through the clip quicker. But everyone's been saying, like Cream in particular has been saying that it downs you too quickly, and it's actually a buff, if anything. So have to see how that plays out, so get on Zeta and test that. What Arctic wants to see is to see a big reduction in the size of the clip. I mean, they've tried everything else, removal of stopping power, damage changes, things like that. If they just try, reducing the clip a little bit, since it's got a 7-second clip, I'll be interested to see how that played out, and I'm a Lancer user, so yeah, hopefully they'll try that. Also, Arctic was tweeting, having a big discussion. He wants to know, what is it that makes a competitive game good to watch, or what is it that makes a competitive game successful? Because Call of Duty has a huge fan base, but when it has streams for live events, it has very low amount of numbers. So, what are your guys' opinions on what it is that makes a game good to watch? Because yeah, he's been wanting to get some answers on that, and I'll pass on some of your feedback if you come up with some answers. And yeah, also people have just been criticising this week the event calendar in the game because of the fact that it's not an event calendar at all. It's just a list of the DLC, a criticism that's been heard before. But yeah, it would be nice if the event calendar listed some upcoming events, some tournaments, gave some links, or even just the weekend events. I mean, they barely even say that. So yeah, that's the first thing. The second thing is that Pete's tweeted about this weekend's event. Not quite sure if there's a specific event playlist yet. There might be, but the main thing is that executions are worth 5 times more experience than they normally are. He said that we don't see enough executions in Gears, so basically what you've got to do is down people and execute them, and you'll get a lot of XP, particularly if it's the extended execution, the face punch, or the arm rip, because that gives you a lot of XP. I think, I can't remember, it gives you like 12 XP every time you hit them or something, so obviously it'll give you over 50 XP each hit, if that number's right, which it probably isn't. But yeah, so basically this weekend it's going to be a lot of fun. We're going to see a lot of group beatdowns, humping, and all of that thing, I'm sure, even more than usual. So that's going to be fun, and I'll get some footage up tomorrow to see if there's a specific event playlist. The third thing we've got is there is some news on the Cog Vengence tournament. The team passes are now available on the GCon website, which I'll link down below. It's $200 per team pass, which is $50 per person, obviously. It's a 4v4. And they can be bought from the website alongside the coach passes and the 2v2 passes. But it's not much considering that the prize pool is $6,000 and the first place prize is $3,000 of that. So it's a really healthy first place prize. And there's also the 2v2 alongside that. The prize on that depends on how many teams end up entering. But first place of that tournament also takes 50% of that prize pool. So the more people enter, the bigger the prize. And if you're entering the 4v4, you might as well enter the 2v2. There's a lot of hotels within walking distance of the event. It's in Philadelphia, downtown. There's a cheap travel lodge right across the road from the event. It's booking up fast though, so buy your passes, book a hotel. There's lots within walking distance. Contact some of the guys on Twitter if you really want to, because it's going to be a huge LAN, the biggest so far. And the best part is it's open to everyone. It's not invite only like Hypefest Station was. All you've got to do is buy the pass, and you can go and prove yourself. If you think that your team could be an upcoming Gears of War team, then go and do it, because it's also a Hypefest Station endorsed tournament, and the top 4 teams at this tournament get an automatic invite to Hypefest Station 3. So that's even more reason to sign up to that if you haven't already. Cog Nationals are tomorrow, so that's the 2v2 tournament. 7 locations around the US, so keep checking the GCon Twitter. That's at GearsCon for information about the streams for that. That'll be good to watch. And regarding last Saturday's Cream of the Crop, congratulations to Half and Half who won it again. But the big thing was that there was hilarious stand-in commentator for Cream. He's called Clutch08. He was so funny. He didn't know all of the Gears terminology because he's not a Gears player through and through, but he was such a good commentator. Really worth a watch. And also they did some TDM on Jacinto, and that actually worked out really well, so it's definitely worth the watch. Now the next thing is that the EGFC, which is the Epic Games Forum clan, are doing some events, and if you're not a member of the Epic forums, I'd suggest you go and join up. It's a great community despite all the whining that goes on, but it's a good community. And to be a member of the EGFC, you've got to have 300 posts, and you must have been a member of the forum for 4 months. But if you attend an event like this one, then you only have to be a member for 1 month. So yeah, it's definitely worth going to one of these events. The event, which is tomorrow, it's April 21st, is happy birthday to the beta. They're playing only beta maps, which is check out Thrashball, Trenches and Old Town, only King of the Hill, TDM and Capture the Leader, and you're only allowed to use beta characters like Marcus Storm and Anya and Mirror, Cantus, people like that, and you're only allowed to use weapon skins that are available in the beta as well. So that's going to be fun, a fun throwback to that. And then on April 28th and 29th, I'll announce more about this next week, but there's an Adam vs Eve tournament, which is Epic Gamers and forum members go head-to-head, men versus women, both sides will fight out, and the winners will face off in the final. So it's going to be men versus women, and that's going to be really fun. It's execution, and there will be prizes supplied by Epic, but yeah, I'll mention more about that next week. Last thing to say is that the stream for charity for Bunny Exablaze, which I mentioned last week, was actually amazingly successful. They raised over $11,000, so a massive thank you to this community. That's amazing. But anyway, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.